Okay, this is going to be demonstrating transferring listener emails from Mail to Obsidian. It involves an Apple script, and it may work with other Mail clients, but right now it's only working with Apple Mail. I'll leave it to the other students to figure out whether it can work with Thunderbird or one of the other ones. But anyway, this is Apple's Mail. It's got a list of fake inputs from listeners, and if you share it, there's a screen here. Here's Obsidian on this side with a blank note, and when I run the Apple script, it's going to take these emails and put them as notes within the listener emails section. So I click over on here. I do the pull down to Mail to Obsidian Apple script. Oop, I didn't select any. You have to select them all. Then you go into the Mail and Mail to Obsidian, and they all go over here. So in Obsidian Notes, it also adds properties, which are just things that are in the markdown file that are ahead of the note. And it's in YAML format, key value pairs. But the Apple script puts in, different properties that we can use in Obsidian to organize our notes and do things like that. So Obsidian has a built-in function called bases, which basically is like a database, and it takes all of these different notes and puts them in a database. I put it on this one note called MGG Show. Here you can see MGG Show. I have a database with a view called Agenda. It's got the file names here. It's got a tag Add to Agenda, which is currently set to true. The type of thing, it's like questions. The geek that's responsible for the particular feedback. Receive date, view date, whether it's complete or not, and then the order. Right now they're all set to 1. But you can, if you hold the command key down and hover over the thing, the name, it'll actually show you the actual note with the properties, and you can scroll up and down and see the note. If you command click on it, it puts it in a new tab and shows you the actual note. I just got lorem ipsum stuff in here right now. However, you can, from here, you can adjust the properties of the files. Like I can make this a cool stuff found. I can make this one a don't get caught. This one could be a quick tip. And we'll make this one a cool stuff found as well. I'm not sure that's what's actually in there. But you can have different views. So down here, they're organized and grouped by cool stuff found, don't get caught, quick tips, and questions. So you can kind of see that. You can also change who's doing it. Like I can have Adam do that one. I can have Pete do that one. Adam can do that one. Pete, see it has a drop down if you've done it before. And then if you do that, you got the by assign a geek, and you can have them sorted that way. So it's pretty easy to manage this stuff. And if you decide this particular one, you don't want it on the agenda, you click it off and it goes into the not on agenda. You can put any of them you want there. That's just a way of organizing these notes so that you can work on them. So if you have one that's a question note, here's the question. You can actually also use this in Obsidian to generate an answer. It uses mark, put the to the here, and you can do research as well. Oops. And then in Obsidian, in Obsidian you can just make any word a link to another note, and you click on that it takes you to the other note. Now I already created a note called research. You can put a link to a website in there. It'll click it and it'll take you to MacGeekGab for that particular one. Or you can have another link to another note. You can go back to the previous note that has that link in it. But it's that simple. So it might be very useful to do that. You can also change this inside the properties here. So this was how do you deal with spam email. So if we go back to the main thing here, how do you deal with spam email? It's now Cool Stuff Found Dave. So you can change it here or in the note itself. So hopefully this will be helpful. And it's just the beginning stages. We can do other things as well. Hope that helps.